Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I set up my journal for the month of June. So before we get started, I'm going to show you a quick flip through of my month of May, and then we'll get right into planning for June. So this is my calendar spread for May. My art thoughts page. My YouTube and budgeting page. My weekly spread. This next page means a lot to me because my students wrote me some really sweet notes for Teacher Appreciation Day, telling me how much they enjoyed my class and having me as a teacher. So it really warms my heart. Here's another weekly spread. I kept up with the mushroom theme for the month. Another weekly spread. So on the last page of my May bullet journaling, I wrote about the Justin Timberlake concert that my husband took me to. It was for his Man of the Woods tour and he was in Houston. We had a very fun time and it was so wonderful to see Justin in person. He was awesome. So those were my May pages, and now I'm going to show you how I set up my journal for the month of June. So first I'm going to paint the cover page for June, and I'm going to use my favorite watercolors of the moment. They are the Kuretake Gamsai Tambi watercolors, and you can get them on Amazon.com. I was really excited to start this theme for my month of June. The theme is going to be fireflies, and I thought it would be really fun to paint these little fireflies. Usually they come out in the summer, and in Texas I think they come out in the hill country. Correct me if I'm wrong. So maybe hopefully this summer I can go up to Austin or somewhere around there and get to see these fireflies come out at night. So I'm using my watercolors and I've already drawn out the jar. So I got my inspiration from Pinterest. I was looking around at different pictures and imagery of fireflies, and I found some really cool images that I wanted to use for my cover page. So I wanted to draw a jar that has captured some fireflies, and I wanted to make it with lots of different hues of blue and teal and little pops of yellow and orange, just to play around with the complementary colors and make everything pop out in the picture. And I'm just laying down the base colors first and working in different layers of color. Once the background is dry, I'm adding in the yellow glow bits for the fireflies, and then I'm just adding all the little details to finish it off, and little specks of white to add some movement to the night sky. And then just adding finishing touches, shadows, highlights, midtones where I need them. And once I'm done with all of that, I'm gonna go in with some brown paint, and I'm adding in kind of the outline of the fireflies inside of the glow. And then I'm going to add the title of June for the monthly cover, and just adding in all the little finishing touches of white and some little glow bits around the yellow halo. So I decided to do something a little bit different this month for June. Before I get started on my weekly spreads, I'm going to create these little jar cutouts that I've made on watercolor paper separately. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out all the little jars, and then I'm going to paint them. And then I'm going to cut them out and paste them around my spreads, so they have this cool little collage kind of scrapbook feel to it. So once I'm done drawing out the outline of my jar doodles, I'm going back in with my watercolors and I'm painting the jars on the inside. I'm painting them with some blues and teals and giving it some fireflies inside of the jar. So I'm adding the yellow little glow bits inside of the jars. Once that dries, I'm going to go back in and add the little outline of the fireflies. I'm really having a lot of fun just finding different things to draw. I've never really drawn jars before, and it's just really fun to learn a new way to draw something. And I like to challenge myself and get out of my comfort zone and just start drawing a lot of things that I don't usually draw. So this was a really fun learning experience for me, and I recommend that to anyone just trying to find something new and creative to do. Just find like an image you really like and start drawing a lot, and you'll definitely get better the more you try it. So once the painting is dry, I'm going to cut the jars out and use them as little scrapbook images that I'm going to put throughout my June weekly spreads. Now I'm going to make my June calendar layout. I'm starting with the grid for the different days of the week, and I am going to color in the dates, adding some washi tape around the border for some decorative elements there. And while I was doing this, I was trying to figure out how I wanted the layout to be. I wanted to do some kind of mixed media to it, so I decided to paint the background of the calendar kind of like my cover page with the sky and blue and teal, and to incorporate some markers with that. So I did some brush marker on the bottom there for the grass. And then I painted on some of the fireflies in the background, and I also glued on some of the jars that I made. And then just adding some finishing touches to the background with my white pen there. And I really liked how it turned out. It's very colorful and scrapbook-like. For this page here, I wanted to do a separate kind of mini calendar to track different art projects that I'm working on. It kind of gives me an idea of what I should be working on for each day, and I'm gonna have it color coded and everything. And I'm gonna have these little thumbnails on the bottom section of this page here, and I'm going to write the title of the painting that I'm working on and also the size, and I'm going to fill it in with color. So the more progress I make on that particular painting, the more filled in with color it's going to be, and I'll know it is near completion because of how much the color has been filled in. On the left side of this page, I'm creating a daily routine to just kind of give myself an idea of how much work I should be doing at each hour of the day to just kind of keep me on task and getting more things done throughout the day. For my mood tracker, I wanted to try doing a drawing of a jar of fireflies, and each little circle of the firefly is going to have a day of the month. So it's going to be 1 through 30, and I'm going to track how my moods are by using the guide over there on the left side. Gold for amazing, orange for okay, yellow for bleh, and light yellow for tired. So I'm going to see if I can track my mood throughout the month here and see where I am at the end of the month. And I'm going to add some decorations with washi tape and some doodles with my metallic copper markers just to give it some visual interest. On the right, I am making my habit tracker chart, and I'm going to draw out little icons that stand for habits that I'm tracking throughout the month. I have some YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, drawing, reading, some little weights for working out, and then I'm gonna decorate it with some scrapbooking elements and washi tape. So now we're gonna move on to the expense tracker page. I decided to do a simple expense tracker with the description and the cost of what I spent. And I'm going to decorate it with some doodles and a little bit of washi tape just to give it some visual interest. And for the chart itself, I'm going to alternate with different rows of my mint green color, and it turned out really nicely, I think. On the right side of this page, I wanted to make a shopping list where I'm going to add different things that I'm interested in purchasing or have run out of, different quality of life things. And I'm decorating it with some doodles and my little jars that I made. This project planning page I think will be really useful for anyone that has a project they're working on, whether it's for work or for personal. I think it's nice to have a page where you can just plan out any new ideas that you have, or any projects that you're working on. And I decorated mine with some of my jars that I painted, and also a little bit of washi tape and some doodles. For my weekly spread, I wanted to do a cute little horizontal layout with some scrapbooking elements. So I glued in my little jars and I wrote out the days of the week in my copper metallic marker. These are actually Crayola metallic markers, and you can get them on Amazon.com. I really like the way they write. They're very opaque and they show up really well on dark paper also. So if you're interested, you should definitely get yourself a set. I love writing with them. They're one of my new favorite metallic markers to bullet journal with. I love adding extra little doodles to my drawings with metallic markers, and just those little elements of design just really add a lot of cool visual interest to your layout. Now I'm going to add the days of the week with my green metallic marker on top of some yellow circles. So that was my June bullet journal setup. Now I'm gonna do a final flip through of everything that I've shown you guys throughout the video. It's summer now for teachers, and we are off for another 2.5 months. So expect to see at least 1 or 2 videos every week this summer as I'm going on my little creative adventures. Hopefully I can get some more vlogs, some more drawing videos and painting videos up for you guys, and definitely some more bullet journaling tips. And if you're interested in seeing any other types of videos from me, just let me know in the comment section down below. And I hope that you have a great summer yourself and go on lots of fun adventures. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!